I'm a repair bot, not a magician.
Yeah, today I'm going to build the Gundam aerial model. I'm going to take some time to build it. I'll show you the build process and then I'll give you my verdict on it at the end. Hi there people, welcome back to the channel. Today I went to Element Games over in Stockport to pick up a couple of bits and pieces to do some of the Gundam models. And if I'm honest, I've not done a Gundam model for quite some time. I think the last one I did was this Strike Gundam. I think it's an MG model. No, it might be. I think this one's a HG model that I did, a high grade model I did a long time ago now. I have bought two real grade models that I want to do, but I kind of wanted something to warm myself up to it because I've not made any the Bandai Gundam kits for some period of time now. So I got these two kits. So a little Gundam aerial SD and a little Gundam Astray as well. So I picked them up alongside some Bandai official sanding sticks just to help me with the preparation for making the model. This one is a Gundam Aerial XVX016. It's an SD Gundam EX standard. Now this one looks to be a 2022 edition model, which means I'm hoping that the mouldings are good and everything fits together really well. The big thing with Gundam is that depending on which grade you get and depending on when that kit was made will depend on the quality of it as well. So if you get an earlier kit made in the early 2000s, you're probably going to find it's going to be a little bit rougher than those that have been done in the last sort of 4, 5, 6 years. It tends to be the way it goes with them. And that's just mainly because as time's gone on, we've got more modern tooling methods and some of the way that they create these plastic models has just got better and better over time. It's perfectly normal, to be fair. But this one cost me £7.60. I got it from Element Games. They seem to have a really good stock of Gundam models at the minute, which you'll see from when I actually went in today. They've got a load of different stuff, all the different grades from HG, MG up to the PG ones, the perfect grades. So you know what this one is? This one is an SD Gundam, which is, I think it means seriously deformed. I'm sure I've seen that. But basically it's a chibi Gundam. So it's more of a cartoon characterized sort of Gundam model. But yeah, looking forward to it. Let's get into it. So let's see what we get in the box with this one. It's got them cellophane wrappers on. Put them over there. Okay. So we've got one. Okay, so it's only down to 2 of these packages. And it looks like, yeah, not loads of sprues, so that's cool. Set of instructions as well. So yeah, it's going to take us stage by stage. So hopefully they're nice and clear. I think my plan is to go through each stage, cut them off singularly. I'm not going to do what's effectively called Gundam hard mode and cut them all off in one go and trim them all. So we'll do it stage by stage, cut and trim it. I'll get that done and dusted and then I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, so a couple of items you're going to need to be able to complete the kit as far as I can see it. You're going to need a set of snips in some way, shape or form. Now I haven't got the Gundam ones, but I have got a set from Army Painter and I've got an old school set from Warhammer as well. I'll be honest, we'll see how these go on this kit. I might end up getting a set of Gunpla ones just because both of mine are quite old now. I've been using them for years. The other thing you're going to need, or more than likely will need, you don't throw it, is a sharp knife. So I've got the Citadel miniatures knife, but I've got the new blade in it. I have a Citadel mould removing tool as well, just in case I need that. And then I obviously bought, along with the kit, some of these sanding sticks just to help me sand some stuff down and neaten it up. The idea of doing this kit will be to try and get it to the point where it is as built out of the actual packet. I don't want to paint it, I don't have to do anything funky to it. There is obviously some stickers I can see here, but we're going to build it as Bandai intended. Okay, so it looks like we've got a bit of choice on some of the stickers and some of the colours for the eyes and stuff, so I'm just going to have a look at what the options are. Okay, and just like that, we've got a little head. Very cool. Okay, so that bit is very intricate, to be fair. You've got an area where you have to put all the different stickers on there. All this is stickers. That is actually quite fiddly, but quite cool little bits here for the rubberized bit where effectively I think the arms are going to go in. Very cool. Okay, so I think that's the chest piece done. That is really good, apart from there are just some little stickers that go here and here on the sides, and they're just so tiny. It makes it really, really hard to do. But yeah, other than that, generally the stickers are okay. Bit fiddly, but it looks okay. So we've got a torso and a head so far. Okay, so that is one of the arms done. I'm just going to have to do the same again. Okay, so arm number 2 done. That one's there. Leg done. Now that is possibly the most difficult thing I've ever stickered in my life. I'll try and pick it out on the photos because it's going dark outside, so it's starting to go a bit dark in here. But yeah, one leg done. is brilliant. I did mess up not putting that sticker on that goes on the clear part there, but I did manage to get them both in. They should look all right, to be fair. I think they both look okay. They are very, very fiddly stickers that are on these. Obviously saving you from doing any painting, but not easy to do by all accounts. All the bits are now individually made, good to go really to put together, so I'm going to click it together. Little chibi all together, all the bits and pieces on, so I'm just going to finish it off now. All done and dusted. Let me give you my thoughts. Okay, so that is my first SD Gundam made. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. There was a couple of things that I thought were interesting from having done it. The actual sprues on these are quite remarkable in the way that they are made and the way that the parts basically clip off them. It means that there is absolutely minimal amounts of flash or moulding effectively on them, and then when you actually clip them off, there's minimal marks to clean up, which is really, really cool. I don't know if that's an age-related thing, so this one is a 2022 kit, but I think it's worthy of note that you can actually, you know, with very minimal tools, probably with just a set of clippers, you can make this and it'd actually look all right. And I think there's some value in that, because I've had loads of model kits where you've got to do the extra work for it to make it look even half decent. What I would say is, I don't think that the artwork on the box is reflective of what you're going to get as a result of making it in the way that it's kind of intended, just coming straight out of the box. The actual model, to be fair, looks like that's been panel lined and it's had a bit more done to it. But honestly, all that said, for £7.60, I'm pretty happy with the way that this actually looks. Even though the stickers are quite annoying, I'm really happy with the way that the actual model looks in the end. I think yeah, for the price, it's really cool. I think value-wise, it's good. There is a massive reliance on stickers with these to infill some of the plastics. It is predominantly white, red and blue. And then to fill in some of the accents, you have little stickers in and around it that help to break that up. And that bit's quite fiddly, if I'm honest. It's very similar to doing the stuff with the Lego Speed Champions and stuff like that, but it's actually a bit harder than that. So that in its own, trying to do that is a bit of an art form, but it saves you from having to paint some of the bits and pieces on it and doing anything further with it, really. And that's kind of cool. Now, I think for £7, I'm absolutely more than happy with what I've got there, is the honest answer. It doesn't require painting. I think I could do a better job of it if I was going to paint it, but for sheer time versus you know, how much Myra and what you get out of it, this is actually quite a nice little Gundam model, and I'll quite happily put that up on the shelf and be happy with that, to be fair. And for £7, you know, more than happy to take that punt and go on that. Now what I would say is that it probably wouldn't take much and you could start to actually do something really cool with these if you were to paint them and you were to go over 4 mile. But the problem I've got as a modeler is that I get a little bit too obsessed with things being a bit perfect, and so sometimes that can actually ruin the enjoyment for me. Whereas on this, I'm kind of happy to accept it as it is and just kind of take that, take it for what it is, basically, the experience of building it and, you know, having a bit of a laugh while doing it. I'm quite happy with that. So that's took me about an hour to do. So again, not a massive time investment. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Stickers wise, there are some stickers which I think are just going to come off, especially in and around where these handles are for effectively what are going to be the sabres, or trying to make it look like it's the sabres. But in general, that's not too bad. I'm probably going to apply a bit of heat on these and then try and rub them down with a cotton bud or something similar, just to try and get them into the recesses, because the difficulty is getting your fingers into those recesses to basically make sure that they're properly stuck down and properly adhered. But I'll do that tomorrow. But on the whole, happy with that. Good little warm up really to get me into the RGs. I'm really interested in the Gundam line now. I have previously made Gundams like the HG that I showed you before, or I can't work out whether that's a HG or an MG. If you know, let me know. I'm pretty sure it's a Strike Gundam, but yeah, I'm not sure which one it is now, to be fair. I did have a PG Gundam, but I got part way through that and lost interest, and I sold it some years ago. So the last time I actually made a Gundam was probably over 10 years. So this one is my first one since then, and it might be the first of many. So let me know, do you like these kind of models? Do you like this kind of content? Is there anything that you would recommend that I build that you'd like me to see? I've got another one of the SDs to do just to warm up, and then I'm going to start getting into the real grade stuff, and I've got a couple of the real grade to do, which I'm quite excited for. But I'm looking to try and get some of the other ones down the line as well. So if you've got this far in the video and you liked it, can you do me a favour? Click that like button. Add me a comment at the bottom if you want to, give some feedback. I'd be, much appreciative of that. And subscribe if you want to see more modelling content. Yeah, and again, if you're interested in live streams, I'm quite happy to do maybe a live stream whilst I'm building something similar to this, and maybe we can chat and answer some questions and bits and pieces, and I'm happy with that. So until next time, I'd say just enjoy yourselves, guys, enjoy your modelling, and I'll see you soon.